with the Reserve Bank Governor Lesetja Kganyago announcing repo rate cuts by 25 basis points, meaning that the prime lending rate will decline to 10.25%. The bank revised down its inflation forecast following the introduction of the new 3% inflation target. Kganyago says the bank has also revised up its economic growth projection to 1.3% this year. What does this mean for South Africa as the host of the G20 amid various discussions, of course, including trade investments? Well, we've roped in Wandile Sihlobo, Chief Economist of the Agricultural Business Chamber of South Africa, for his reaction and, of course, other news on the G20 front. Wandile, very good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for your time. So there's been a number of developments, as you can see, on the G20 front specifically. But let's start with the repo rate cut. I mean, that decision was widely expected. What's your reaction to this, especially in light of, other green shoots for the country when you consider, of course, the recent credit ratings upgrade, the removal from the grey list, and the ease in power cuts, et cetera, et cetera?
I think, Unati, it continues to the optimism that many people have been talking about. And certainly in the sector that I work in, agriculture, I mean, the farmers sit with quite a significant farm debt that is around 225 billion rand. So any easing in the interest rate does help a little bit on the debt servicing cost of that. But I think on a broader story, South Africa seems to be moving on the right direction. And I think all of the reforms that we've been talking about on OV and many work, including our friends at Transnet that you were just now talking to, all of that is paying off. But particularly in agriculture, and easing on the interest rate is something that we welcome, because we do have quite a significant debt, which is used productively in expanding the agricultural production in this country, which is now also amongst those sectors that are growing and looking at 2026 with quite optimism.
All right, so we are monitoring, of course, developments of the EU Union bilateral summit, Wandile. I want us to pause and take our viewers to that.